Tonight in Nashville, Tennessee, for the TNA branch for the National Wrestling Alliance for the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation, will there be a new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion? I am Martin McMichaels alongside Shotgun, Tommy Mercer, and Tommy, what a big main event.
Long time overdue main event is that.
Well, that's it.
You got Ric Flair in the 1991 with the title, and you got AJ Styles in his prime, who's hungry and ready to fight.
Well, yeah.
AJ Styles has the great skills, but he doesn't have all the sturdy skills of the game.
I was going to say, Tommy, if AJ Styles can overcome those dirty tactics that Ric Flair has up his sleeve here and there to keep that title around his waist, that most certainly will be a factor involved in this contest for the championship.
Yeah, well, tonight's matchup is brought to you by Free Spirit Tattoos over in Hazel Green, Alabama. You can get in touch with Brandon or Greg, and they can hook you up with a great deal on a great tattoo. And just make sure you're 18 or older to apply.
This crowd is sold out here in Nashville, Tennessee at the fairgrounds in the TNA Asylum. This crowd of thousands upon thousands here in Nashville are definitely behind AJ in this battle for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship for the National Wrestling Alliance. Which reminds me, folks, in the updating hour, I said regulations will be in order for the National Wrestling Alliance. My correction was the regulations will be for the total non-stop action branch of the National Wrestling Alliance, but will still be sanctioned under the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation.
And here comes the man. Woo. Cold-hearted.
Well, in many ways, yes, I guess.
I wasn't talking about Ric Flair. I was just
I
doing
didn't say
my
you was,
version of
Tommy.
the woo.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a champion in all his glory being accompanied by the one and only Bobby the Brain Heenan,
The greatest
who's also
manager
a part
of all.
of the Afterlife territory in the Heaven branch, as
That
well as
is
he manages
correct.
many other contestants in other territories for the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation, including the World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling, among others.
And just take a look at the robe around the champion.
Yes,
Perfect
very, very
enough for
pretty.
everyone to bask in the presence.
Yes, as Ric Flair, the champion, makes his way to the ring, I need to remind our viewers also that tonight's event is also presented to you by Dub's Burgers over in Athens, Alabama. They sell those old-fashioned hamburgers, and they've had the same recipe since 1951. You can go check them out today. They're open from Monday to Friday, 10 to 3 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 2. And now let's take you to ringside for the introduction for this matchup for the championship sanctioned by the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation. Take it away.
Introducing the challenger from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal
AJ Styles earned the opportunity to become the NWA World's Champion by defeating Robert Roode in the other portion of the territory for the NWA.
weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Bask in the presence of the champion.
NWA World's Champion Ric Flair scheduled to defend this championship here in the year 2002 for the TNA branch of the NWA territory. Official Andrew Thomas assigned to this contest. Ric Flair handing the championship over to the official, showing it off to AJ Styles, letting the world know that's what it's all about right there.
And the regulations are in order.
That's a big fact in the affirmative, and both contestants in their corners, and the referee signals both men and signals the bell. Let's tell you a little bit about the tale of the tape here.
Well, in reality, Ric Flair is a 16-time world champion, and AJ Styles has won the NWA Championship on numerous occasions in this exact year, but this is the present AJ Styles, who hasn't had a chance at the NWA Championship for a while, so it makes you wonder what he's capable of doing. But I will say this, AJ is still on top of his game. and much younger than the present Ric Flair. This is the 1991 Ric Flair. But age really doesn't make a difference here in the Fantasy Pro Wrestling Federation. It's all about the accolades and the ability. Ric Flair has the good old school wrestling ability. AJ Styles has the high-flying new school wrestling ability. It should be an interesting matchup to collaborate. And AJ Styles with a hammerlock. AJ Styles also has wrestling ability background.
Absolutely.
As he trips Ric Flair up.
There's a little bit of fatigue set on Ric Flair right now, Tom.
Yeah, Ric Flair's a little stunned right now, but he's not giving up no fight. He's fighting back.
Yeah, there's a couple of right hands and lefts from Ric Flair combination, and Ric Flair hooking AJ Styles with a gut wrench.
Nice.
Excellently executed, showing the wrestling ability Ric Flair has. And stomping away, dirty stomping tactic delivered by Ric Flair, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, and AJ Styles escapes narrowly, displaying his wrestling ability background.
And speaking of which, let's take a look at the tail of both backgrounds.
Yes, AJ Styles trained under Rick Michaels and Ric Flair trained under the legendary Greg Gagne. Rick Michaels is also part of the National Wrestling Alliance, as well as Greg Gagne is part of the Classic Territory in the AWA branch. And Flair just nailed a cheap shot on AJ Styles. Andrew Thomas getting onto him.
You know Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game's gonna bust something out of his arsenal like that.
Yeah, and that doesn't necessarily mean the referee can't get onto him either. And there's a big kick to the leg, and Ric Flair shoves AJ Styles off. Bobby Heenan celebrating on the floor.
As well as he should be right now.
That's one person you need to watch on the floor right there is that weasel Bobby the Brain Heenan. And AJ Styles fighting off Ric Flair, hooking Ric Flair for a vertical suplex position. It's got him hooked.
Ric
Flair's hoisted up in the air, but wait a second, Ric Flair cowers out of it and takes the legs out from AJ Styles, setting up for that patented figure four leg lock, possibly.
That scientific mind of Ric Flair's kicking in right now. He knows exactly what he's got to do to take the high flyer down, take the legs out from under him.
Yep.
Slap the figure four arm and pow, there you go. And just look at Ric Flair attacking the leg of AJ Styles.
Oh, yes, I see that
breaking
now.
Breaking him down. Displaying that psychology mindset. And yes, woo, there you go.
Ric Flair doing a little bit of showboating as AJ Styles suffering a lot of pain from that leg. So that your boy has AJ right where he wants him.
AJ Styles is in a lot of trouble right now. He needs to find a way to get away from Ric Flair as soon as we can.
And there's a snapmare by AJ Styles, a little defensive maneuver, and AJ Styles goes out from the back, and AJ Styles is somewhat
able to
find some kind of an opening here.
He better stay on him because Ric Flair's quick as a cat, like that right there. Big clothesline knocking AJ right back down. Notice.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to take your eyes off of Ric Flair, and you definitely don't want to take your eyes off of Bobby the Brain Heenan down there on the corner.
Well, I definitely would worry about the Brain. I'm definitely worried about trying to get away from Ric Flair right now. As Ric Flair is tearing the leg, going right back up to the leg again on the phenomenal one.
Yeah, Ric Flair taking advantage of the opportunity, heading up to the second rope, going after that leg. I don't know what he's doing off the second rope, Tom.
He's wearing something big, and there's a big elbow drop.
Ric Flair caught some of AJ in the front, the stomach, and the leg, and he's going for the cover. Lateral press attempt. Andrew Thomas in position, but no count. So far, no counts delivered into the pinfall. That's the first pinfall of the contest.
Well, it's going to take more. Like I said, this is the present AJ Styles. It's going to take more to take him down for a pinfall like that.
Yeah.
And watch the champion go after the eye.
Dirty tactic by Ric Flair. Can AJ Styles keep up with the momentum? We'll let you know. The fight continues.
Hey, y'all. Want some meat? Don't really know what you want. How about get these 3 darts here, pay me $100, and take your shot. If you hit 1, 2, or 3, you get to pick which one you want.
Back here live in the TNA Asylum in the year 2002 as the championship matchup continues. Ric Flair is able to escape to the floor as AJ Styles is now going after him. Both men have a count of 10 to get back into the ring. Remember, this matchup is under NWA Rules.
And it has a 1-hour time limit, but we've only been in this for 8 minutes now.
And Ric Flair now back into the ring. AJ Styles chasing in right behind him. Ric Flair talking some smack with AJ not having any up. There's a big snapmare takedown.
I will say this, AJ's got a good position for the champion right here.
And AJ just delivered a hard side kick to the head. He's got the champion rocking, Tommy.
Yeah, AJ's found an opening. Now he's got to do something right here. But wait a second. He took too long. He waited way too long, giving Ric Flair the advantage. Now Ric Flair's going right again back up to the leg. Applying some serious damage to those wounded kneecaps.
That's his specialty, setting up for that figure four maneuver. Right now, he's on the attack. Big elbow drop. Actually executed onto AJ Styles. AJ Styles in a lot of pain right now, Tommy.
As well as he should, because Ric Flair has him set up. He's definitely going to go on the attack. He's definitely going to apply that figure four right now.
Yeah.
But right now, he wants to apply more pressure.
Oof. And there's another attack on the leg of AJ. AJ in writhing pain right now as Ric Flair taunts away at this crowd here in Nashville. And oh boy, is Nashville letting him know how they feel about Ric Flair here in the TNA Asylum.
Well, I'm calling him a...
I don't say that on the live air. We'll get thrown off of the network, Tommy.
Say what? What'd you think I was going to say?
No comment, and Ric Flair continuing the assault on AJ Styles. Wait a second, what's he doing to the turnbuckle? He's breaking the turnbuckle pad off, Tommy. He's releasing the turnbuckle. And Andrew Thomas, the official, doesn't see it, doesn't notice it.
Exactly, and the way I see it, if the referee doesn't see it, it's completely legal.
Ah, please, and AJ Styles countering that gut-wrench suplex attempt, and AJ Styles has Ric Flair in the German suplex, dropping Ric Flair on his head.
Now, I was not expecting nothing like that to come out of the arsenal of AJ Styles, but watch Ric Flair go right back after the leg and cut AJ off.
Yeah, that was what they call a phenomenal move set up by AJ Styles. But wait a second, Ric Flair's setting up AJ. He's got AJ caught. He's going to set up for that Ric Flair famous figure four leg lock. If he hits it, it might be all over here, Tommy. He's got it hooked in.
Most definitely, and AJ's got nowhere to go. But wait a second, AJ's trying to turn it.
What we got going on here? AJ able to turn a figure four around, and Ric Flair's now been reversed. And Ric Flair's in trouble now. Then he's able to escape. Ric Flair's able to escape that attempt, Tom.
AJ got lucky on that. He was too close to the ropes. Able to get his own straight. But wait a minute, what the hell's AJ doing now?
And there's like calf crushers applied. But wait a second, he's too close to the ropes, I think, Tommy. But referee doesn't see it. Ric Flair's fighting him off.
He's just right up underneath the bottom rope, and Ric Flair's in writhing pain, but he just broke away. He was able to elbow AJ to the back to break the hold.
Close call for AJ Styles, applying that calf crusher, catching Ric Flair out of nowhere. But wait a second, this is a back and forth. AJ Styles on the offense now, unleashing a heavy load of artillery with that flying clothesline.
Yeah, and I think AJ Styles is thinking what I'm thinking. Put the man away.
He's in perfect position for it now.
That's all he's got to do. He's setting him up for that phenomenal forearm. If he hits it, he could be going home for some gold.
Yeah, AJ Styles in an odd position for that phenomenal forearm. Ric Flair's struggling to get up. AJ executes.
Whoa, no way.
And Ric Flair is somehow able to dodge the phenomenal forearm, still struggling, trying to shake them cobwebs out, trying to find out where he's at. AJ's concerned somehow that he missed that.
AJ slipped and he's shocked at the same time. And Ric Flair going in for the kill.
Ric Flair hooking AJ for a vertical suplex, and he connects.
It's official. AJ is in some trouble now.
Well, the match isn't quite over yet, and I wouldn't count AJ out just yet. AJ stunned it down. Ric Flair's stomping him away, being dirty like he always is, and choking away. Look at the dirty tactic. The referee needs to break that up.
Hey, what can I say? It's slick Rick. Rick's gonna do what he wants to do. That's why they call him the dirtiest player in the game.
In that case, Tommy, I rest my case on that subject. And AJ Styles fighting back now, going after Ric Flair, but Ric Flair backdrops AJ over the top rope. AJ Styles on the ring apron.
AJ caught his ground, but then Ric Flair caught him with a right hand, knocking him right off the ring apron.
He knocked him right there in front of the corner of Bobby the Brain Heenan. Better watch out for that weasel, whatever he's capable of doing. But he's got a count of 10 to get back into the ring.
Well, surely Bobby the Brain Heenan's not going to do anything in front of the official while the official's counting AJ out.
That is true, Tommy. He doesn't want to risk getting thrown out of here himself.
Precisely. That's why they call Bobby the Brain. He's smart by staying right where he's at.
And Flair, on the other end, celebrating a little early, it seems like.
Well, at this point, Rick doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't even have to pin AJ Styles. He has to retain the championship, and AJ Styles has to pin Ric Flair in order to win the championship, so you better get back into the ring.
Styles back into the ring, setting up to Ric Flair. Ric Flair cuts him off with the right hand, and AJ stunned, but Ric Flair catching AJ, but AJ cuts Ric Flair back off yet again. Going for a shoulder block, but Ric Flair dodges with a clothesline. And the ball is now back into the court of the Nature Boy.
Now the Nature Boy realizes he's going to have to do more to AJ Styles, cause more damage.
And a big hard knee to the face, and down goes AJ Styles. Yeah, a little bit of fatigue is setting in for Ric Flair right now, but he seems really, really confident right now. He thinks he's celebrating a little too early, better not celebrate too long.
Yeah.
Because AJ Styles is back up on his feet, Tommy.
That's one thing I'll have to give Ric Flair his flaw. He does celebrate a little too long. Sometimes it gets the better of him.
A powerbomb by AJ Styles. And now AJ Styles is, where's he? He's setting up for that phenomenal forearm again, Tommy. He had the powerbomb delivered to AJ Ric Flair, but AJ Styles is back up again. Ric Flair's straggling, not sure where he's at.
Yeah, Ric Flair's in some serious trouble right now. If AJ hits that phenomenal forearm, that's it.
Whoa!
But Ric Flair dodged it in the middle of a heartbeat.
That's the second attempt for that phenomenal forearm, but AJ escaped out of the way. He saw Ric Flair was going for that figure four leg lock.
Yeah, that was smart on AJ's part. Ric Flair went for the figure four, but he fell and tripped.
But wait a second. What's AJ got here? He's going for the half crusher, Tommy. He's getting locked in. But wait a second. Ric Flair was just too close to the ropes.
That was bad position on AJ Styles' part. He should have known he was too close to the ropes on that. Ric Flair was going to drag his foot and drag it across the rope like that. It's one thing you have to be sure of. You have to know where you're at all times, regardless of any situation you have. And AJ Styles is in the center of the ring going for a suplex. It looks like he carried it into a big
nice lethal combination by AJ Styles for that suplex. Change and convert it to a neck breaker.
I agree with you.
But wait a second, AJ Styles might be going for that phenomenal forearm again, Tommy. And it looks like he's setting up for it.
Yeah, and he'll probably hit it this time.
This is the third attempt on that phenomenal forearm. Ric Flair is straggling up. He's not sure where he's at.
Here comes the third time's the charm.
AJ Styles executes, but whoa, no way. I cannot believe it. That's a third attempt, Tommy, that AJ has missed that phenomenal forearm. And there's back and forth between both contestants. And there's a big arm drag by the Nature Boy.
Now it's done turned into a slugfest. AJ's dodging, Ric Flair's dodging. This thing got out of control.
And AJ kicking Ric Flair in those legs in that calf area, but Ric Flair counters with the back elbow. And then there's a small package. Ric Flair has AJ rolled up. Andrew Thomas in position for the 1, 2, and AJ kicked out. And the matchup still continues.
Bobby Heenan shouting at Ric Flair, telling them to put him away.
Bobby Heenan over there bent out of shape. But Ric Flair going after AJ Styles again, going after the legs again, setting up for that figure four leg lock possibly this time. Wasn't successful for him earlier. Maybe it might be this time. Maybe, wait a second, what's going on here? He's going for a pinfall. And what's this, Tommy? He's got his feet on the ropes. And the referee doesn't see it. He's counting the two, but AJ kicked out.
What can I say? It's Slick Rick. He's going to do what he wants to, and the referee didn't see it. It's fair enough.
Ah, please. Sure, that's what Bobby Heenan whispered to him earlier over there.
Could have been.
And Styles now with Ric Flair with a taste of his own medicine with that knee breaker. And AJ's finally opening here. He has to find a way to put Ric Flair away. He's got the arm twisted. Twisting the arm, trying to possibly cause a submission. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on the final upper end of our final commercial break. We'll keep you posted and we'll let you know what happens after this commercial break. The fight continues.
Don't change that dial. You heard?
Back here live in the NWA-TNA arena in Nashville, Tennessee. And while we were on the break, I needed to be reminded, thanks to my colleague earlier, that I said that Ric Flair was trained by Greg Gagne. However, that is false. I meant to say Vern Gagne's training camp, not Greg Gagne. Greg Gagne is the son of Vern Gagne, so there. Thank you for the correction there on that one. And we got a lateral press attempt.
Good, because I damn sure there won't nobody coming back saying in the comments section later on
yes.
that, oh, well, you got the name wrong. It's not Greg Gagne, you piece of garbage, blah, 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 blah. I don't need all that.
Yeah, well,
They damn sure don't want to hear from me, because I'll throw it right back in their face and make them cry.
and on to the action, folks. AJ Styles is down. Looks like Ric Flair is having his way with AJ Styles, dragging closer to the center ring. Might be possibly setting up for that finish and figure 4 leg drop.
Now you stumbling on your words again. It's not a leg drop, it's a figure 4 leg lock.
Again,
moron.
thank you for the correction, Tommy.
Hell, you been drinking this evening, Marty?
Just the usual hot coffee, just like you.
Yeah, well, you sure wasn't no fireball in that coffee.
Oh, come on now. Ric Flair is circling AJ Styles. Not sure what he's doing there. It's like he's toying with AJ Styles, Tommy.
Yeah, he sees the situation at hand. AJ Styles is like a limp noodle. He's got nowhere to go. And Ric Flair's just setting up the perfect opportunity to let AJ Styles suffer some more.
Another stomp to the back of the head of AJ Styles, and Ric Flair working on the neck of AJ Styles. It seems like he's changed positions from the leg to the neck.
Ric Flair's already done some damage to those knees. Now he's got to get that upper body and break that upper body down and keep the man from striking him back and forth, left and right. It's like taming an animal. When you got an animal out of control, you got to tame him and get him down to your control.
I wouldn't necessarily use that as an example, Tommy, but whatever you say.
Hell,
Ric Flair's
you
got
nuts.
AJ Styles hoisted up on his shoulder. What's he doing here? He just snake eyes him on the open turnbuckle, the loose
And him
turnbuckle
doing the
that's loose
strut.
right there. The referee still doesn't see that available.
Ooh,
and Ric Flair
cold-hearted.
shawning away at this crowd here. And this crowd here, Nashville, let them know exactly how they feel about him. And there's a
There we
cover.
go, put him
Lateral
away.
press, but wait a second. What's Ric Flair? He's probably his feet on the ropes again.
He's
Referee,
using that
turn around
extra
and look at it.
advantage.
The feet's on the ropes. And AJ Styles with enough streak
shit.
was able to kick out. Good for AJ.
Good for AJ.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's your good for AJ. He just clocked the referee.
He didn't mean to do it, Tommy.
Yeah, well, you
He
made
didn't do it
to
on
me.
purpose, obviously. The referee's down and there's a submission hold applied.
AJ reared back and clocked that referee right dead center. What you mean he didn't mean to do it on purpose?
And Ric Flair breaks out of the submission hold. I didn't say he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't. It's an honest mistake, Tommy.
Yeah, it was on his mistake, but he was aiming for the referee.
Oh, please. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Tommy? That's
kid
a
around.
bunch of hogwash, and you know it.
Ah, hell.
And AJ's got the calf crusher. He's hooking there Ric Flair for the calf
Oh,
crusher.
this
He's
is
got
being
it hooked.
interesting.
Ric Flair's got nowhere to go, but we still have no official. The official's still
Yeah, how
down
you
on
like
one
that?
knee. He's knocked loose.
Yeah, how you gonna finish the match now when you ain't got an official accounting one out now, AJ?
And Ric Flair's tapping out. He's gave up. The match is over, but the referee's out of it, Tommy.
My point exactly. There's no way to finish this match without an official, and there's no official involved in this matchup.
AJ's setting up again for that phenomenal forearm.
They gonna matter because they gonna count because the referee's down.
Someone needs to come and check on the official or replace the official with AJ Styles posting up. And there's the phenomenal forearm dodged
damn.
again by the NWA World's Champion.
That's why Ric Flair says to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and that's why Ric Flair is the man.
Well, there you're saying there's a big knee to the face of Ric Flair by AJ Styles in the backhand. AJ
Look out,
Styles
Rick.
is refusing to give up this fight, and there's a big backbreaker delivered to the injured back of Ric Flair. And Styles has gained some momentum here, and Ric Flair is down. The world champion is down on his hands and knees.
AJ Styles better not take too long celebrating, because if he takes too long, he knows what'll happen. He'll be SOL, and you and I both know what the hell that means.
And a big reversal, AJ Styles goes back first into the hard end of that turnbuckle. That exposed turnbuckle, Ric Flair exposed earlier in this contest, has been a factor throughout this entire matchup.
Not to mention now, the referee's down. So this match has gone way out of control.
That's a big fact in the affirmative, and Ric Flair going back after that leg, causing more damage to the leg, possibly going to end up with the figure 4, but how's he going to end it when we don't have an official, Tommy?
Someone needs to throw the water hose on that referee, or Ric Flair needs to knock some sense into him. One.
The Buzz contestants even know the referee's out of it. There's the figure 4 leg lock being applied to AJ Styles, and all Ric Flair has to do is bring that leg over, and he's got it locked in.
But we still have no official to count it. Well, I'm
It's
saying
true, we
they
have
need to
no
send
official
someone out
in
here to
sight.
get to the official out here
Conscious
and
enough,
reassign a different official. Or one of these two needs to wake him up. Preferably AJ Styles, since he's the one that knocked him out in the first place.
Oh, please. Armbar applied. Ric Flair is in the cinch of the crosshairs of AJ Styles. AJ Styles has the armbar locked in deep. Ric Flair's got nowhere to go. We still have no official.
They might as well just bring everything but the kitchen sink while they're at it, because I don't think that official's gonna wake up anytime soon.
F. Flair fights out of it again. Somebody needs to wake that official up with something. And what's going to...
Oh!
Low blow. Ric Flair, he just caught AJ with a low blow.
Yeah, and he's waking the official up, what I was trying to tell him to do earlier.
And the official isn't aware of Ric Flair's dirty tactics. He's going for the cover, but the referee's
Wake up,
still
referee,
knocked
wake up.
unconscious. He's trying to wake up, but wait a minute. He spots in Ric Flair's covered AJ Styles.
My, how the tables have turned.
Ric Flair with a low blow. AJ Styles is still down, not coming out in it. Give me a break. It's all over. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe you got the 3 count like that.
Hey, if the referee don't see it, it didn't happen.
Ah, baloney. Let's take you to the Free Spirit replay, brought to you by Free Spirit Tattoos over in Hazel Green, Alabama.
This is the first attempt of a calf crusher attempt by AJ Styles that was failed. Shall we go a little further?
Proceed.
With very much pleasure. Here's the second attempt right here. As you can see, he was too close to the ropes. AJ was way out of position right here for Ric Flair to get to that rope. And no matter what kind of submission hold or what kind of knot AJ would put Ric Flair into, Ric Flair would fight his way out of it, just like you see right here in this previous shot.
Oh yeah, Tommy, well tell me what's going on in this next previous replay. If they'll load it up here. There's the calf crusher applied, but the referee's down and Ric Flair's tapping. You see right there in the center of the ring, right in front of everybody, he's tapping. The match should be over right there. There should be a new world's champion. What do you say about that?
Well, I say that the official was out during the time, so it doesn't really count. If the official didn't see it, it doesn't matter. Therefore, it doesn't really qualify as a finish.
And the low blow does?
What low blow?
Never mind. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Still the world's heavyweight champion for the National Wrestling Alliance, the NWA territory, the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Woo! Cold-hearted.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our broadcast for this evening. I'm Marty McMichael.
And you know I'm Shotgun Tommy Mercer.
As they all do, we'll see you in another fantasy near you.
You gonna eat that?
Good night, everybody.